have. Certain abuses have lowered, but certain abuses have gained. One of the problems we have here in Oregon is that we're on this I-5 corridor between Southern California and Canada. That whole I-5 corridor is a drug corridor. A lot of drugs come up not only from Mexico, but they come in from South America. They come into Mexico, they go up the corridor, and they're distributed through this network. So there's a real aggressive movement, illegal movement, to try to get these drugs into the hands of all kinds of people. One of the things that I used to tell my kids growing up, because I wanted them to think all the way through and not tempt themselves with this stuff, is that these people don't care about you. They act like they do. All they care about is making money. And I'm thinking, you don't want to finance somebody's fancy car just because you're buying stuff from them. Think about it. This is what the money's used for. It's not going to help you any. Why spend your good money to help them live this fancy lifestyle? So in terms of your earlier question, has it declined? The key drug that has declined is methamphetamine, which was really happening in the early 2000s with meth labs, home meth labs scattered all over the city and all over the county and all over the state. And we began a very aggressive campaign to take away some of the ingredients that the meth cooks were using in their home labs, making it difficult for them to get. When we did that, the number of meth labs has declined radically, and the number of meth users is down, although there's still the flow of meth and heroin and other drugs, cocaine from south of us into this area. But so some drugs have gone down. Other drugs like heroin, which are fairly easy to obtain, have gone up some, and deaths are increasing because of the use of some of these drugs too. Because here's the other thing, when you take a drug like heroin, you're taking a mixture and you're putting it into your body. Well, it's not made in a lab. It's not made like a prescription drug where everything is certain measured ingredients. So you really don't know what you're putting in your body. And that's another thing I used to tell my kids. I mean, you don't know who's prepared this dose and what they put in it. And sometimes they cut it with stuff that's damaging. And they put all kinds of crap in this stuff, and you really don't know what you're putting inside you. So we've had some deaths because of that. Also because some of the levels of purity of these drugs goes up and down. So sometimes you may take a higher dose than you expect, and it's enough to kill you. So this is, these are sort of gambles that people are taking when they do this. So again, that's why education is so important. When people sort of realize what's really happening, they tend to shy away from this stuff.